Hello everyone who watching this video. Today I want to tell you about Konstantin Sergeyevich Stanislavski's method, and I will show you some trainings from the system. I wish you a pleasant viewing. Stanislavski system, one of the most popular method of playing on the stage. Developer of the system, Konstantin Sergeyevich Stanislavski. I think you will like this work if you love theater. Love art in yourself, not yourself in art. Words by Konstantin Sergeyevich Stanislavski. Konstantin Sergeyevich Stanislavski, or Alexeyev, was a seminal Russian theater practitioner. He was widely recognized as an outstanding character actor, and the many productions that he directed earned him a reputation as one of the leading theater directors of his generation. His principal fame and influence, however, rests on his system of actor training, preparation, and rehearsal technique. He collaborated with the director and designer Edward Gordon Craig and was formative in the development of several other major practitioners, including Vsevolod Meyerhold, whom Stanislavski considered his sole heir in the theater, Yevgeny Vakhtangov, and Michael Chekhov. At the Met's 30-year anniversary celebrations in 1928, a massive heart attack on stage put an end to his acting career. Thought he waited until the curtain fell before seeking medical assistance. He continued to direct, teach, and write about acting until his death a few weeks before the publication of the first volume of his life's great work, The Acting Manual and Actor's Work, 1938. He was awarded the Order of the Red Banner and the Order of Lenin, and was one of the first to be granted the title of People's Artist of the USSR. Stanislavski, his stage name, performed and directed as an amateur until the age of 33, when he co-founded the world-famous Moscow Art Theater, MAT, company with Vladimir Nemirovich Danchenko, following a legendary 18-hour discussion. Its influential tours of Europe on 1906 and the United States 1923 to 1924, and its landmark productions of the Siegel 1898 and Hamlet 1911 to 1912, established his reputation and opened new possibilities for the art of the theater. By means of the MAT, Stanislavski was instrumental in promoting the new Russian drama of his day, principally the work of Anton Chekhov, Maxim Gorky, and Mikhail Bulgakov, to audiences in Moscow and around the world. He also staged acclaimed productions of a wide range of classical Russian and European plays. Stanislavski wrote that there is nothing more tedious than an actor's biography, and that actors should be banned from talking about themselves. At the request of a US publisher, however, he reluctantly agreed to write his autobiography, My Life in Art, first published in English in 1924 and in a revised Russian language edition in 1926. Though its account of his artistic development is not always accurate, two English language biographies have been published: David Megershek's Stanislavski, A Life, 1950, and Jean Benedict's Stanislavski, His Life in Art, 1988, revised and expanded, 1999. Stanislavski system is the systematic approach to training actors that Konstantin Stanislavski developed in the first half of the 20th century. His system cultivates what he calls the art of experiencing, with which he contrasts the art of representation. It mobilizes the actor's conscious thought and will in order to activate other, less controllable psychological processes, such as emotional experience and subconscious behavior, sympathetically and indirectly. In rehearsal, the actor searches for inner motives to justify action and the definition of what the character seeks to achieve at any given moment. Later, Stanislavski further elaborated the system with a more psychically grounded rehearsal process that came to be known as the method of physical action. Minimizing at the table discussions, he now encouraged an active representative, in which the sequence of dramatic situations are improvised, the best analysis of a play. Stanislavski argued is to take action in the given circumstances. Thanks to its promotion and development by acting teachers who were former students and the many translations of Stanislavski's theoretical writings, his system acquired an unprecedented ability to cross cultural boundaries and developed a rich, dominating debates about acting in the West. Stanislavski's ideas have become accepted as common sense so that actors may use them without knowing that they do. Many actors routinely equate his system with the American method, although the latter's exclusively psychological techniques contrast sharply with the multivariant, holistic, and psychophysical approach of the system, which explores character and action both from the inside out and the outside in, and treats actor's mind and body as parts of a continuum. In response to his characterization, work on Ergon in Moliere's The Imaginary Invalid in 1913, Stanislavski concludes that the character is sometimes formed psychologically from the inner image of the role, but at other times it is discovered through purely external exploration. In fact, Stanislavski found that many of his students who were method acting were having many mental problems, and instead encouraged his students to shake off the character after rehearsing. Throughout his career, Stanislavski subjected his acting and direction to a rigorous process of artistic self-analysis and reflection. His system of acting developed out of his persistent efforts to remove the blocks that he encountered in his performances, beginning with a major crisis in 1906. So, here you can see some actors who use Stanislavski's system. For example, Christian Bale, who was played like Batman, Daniel Day-Lewis, who played in movie like Phantom Thread and a movie like The Crucible, Kate Winslet, who played in movie The Mountain Between Us and in movie Steve Jobs. First train goes like, what would happen if? Here you need just imagine abstract images and imagine how they will continue. You need to try replace yourself to this situation. There are some situations and you just need to replace your mind to this situation. For example, if I was a tree, I will be like the oldest tree in the whole forest. Something like this. You just need to replace you to this situation. If in my situation I need to replace me and I need to think that I am tree. Last train for today, like question. This is training for 2 or more persons. Ask for your opponent some default and simple questions, but he can't lie. For example, like how did you sleep today? What did you see in your dreams? Did you think about when you woke up? What did you have for breakfast? Something like this. Or like, is it cold today? You can answer in monosyllables, as long as your words are based on real feelings that you have experienced. Before you answered cold or warm or did not notice, mentally visit the street. Remember how you were walking or driving. Check your feelings. Remember how the oncoming passers-by rolled up their collars, how the snow crunched under your feet, and only then say this one word you need. So next train is calling like film of the past. Yes, here like you need to learn some details from your routine. For example, going to bed and put out the light. Train yourself daily to view the entire life of each past day, while detailing his memories to the last limit. That is, if you think about lunch or morning tea, try to remember and see not only the food that you eat, but the dishes which were served meals and shared hair arrangement on the table. Remember the thoughts and inner feelings evoked by the dinner conversation and the taste of what you have eaten. At other times, remember not the next day, but more distant moments in your life. Even more detailed view mentally apartments, rooms, places where you once had to live or walk, and remembering certain things, mentally use them. This will take you back to the once familiar sequence of actions and to the day line of your former life. Check them in detail with your inner attention. Try to remember your loved ones, living or dead, as vividly as possible. But in all this work, a large role is assigned to attention, which gets new reasons for exercise. So that's all for today, and thank you everyone who watched this video. Thank you for your attention.